Hi everyone, and welcome to week 8 of Institutional Assessment and Effectiveness. We have officially made it to the last week of class. So all of your hard work over the past 7 weeks, you're going to be able to showcase that this week with your presentations and then pulling together your final projects for the class, your final papers. So a couple of things to keep in mind as we're going into this week. Your presentations will need to be uploaded into the discussion for week 8 by Tuesday night at 11:59. So we're a day earlier than we normally would be for a first post, but that is because you're creating the content that other people are going to be watching and responding to. So those are due Tuesday night at 11:59. I would highly recommend that you do not wait till late Tuesday to start pulling these together. Inevitably people run into snags and then that makes them have to turn in their presentations late, and I just really don't want to have to count you off for that because of that. So keep that in mind. Try to kind of work ahead with that. And then you will post a link to your presentation or somehow post your presentation that others can view that. If you're doing it in a Google Doc or if you're doing it hopefully through a YouTube recording is one of the easiest ways to view those. And I sent you information on how to convert a PowerPoint that has your voice on it to a YouTube file, to a YouTube video. And so you want to make sure that you look back at that announcement that came out about a week ago, and that'll be very helpful. I will tell you that my computer, personally, I'm not able to save my PowerPoint as a movie file or an MP4. So almost every time I have to create the recording with my PowerPoint and then just save it to a jump drive, and then I go to a computer lab at Messiah or I borrow a computer to be able to open it on someone else's computer and save it as a movie file or as an MP4. So if you're having trouble, if you don't have the latest updated PowerPoint and then it doesn't give you that option, that's something to keep in mind, that you may have to think ahead about how you're going to do that. Now you'll have those presentations posted, and then you'll take time to watch, I think it's 4 and respond, at least 4, and respond to them. And keep in mind with these responses that I'm not looking for a general, hey, that was a great presentation, I really enjoyed your topic. I'm looking for something deeper. I want you to watch these presentations and really add to the discussion. So pulling something from it that shows me that you didn't just watch it real fast, not think very much about it, and then, throw a few sentences out there, but you actually have something thoughtful to say in response to the presentation. So there's not an exact word limit, but it's more or less of the response post size that you have done in the past. So not as long as an initial post, but around the length of a response post. And so you can pull in something from what we've talked about this semester, or reading, or a resource, but somehow make a connection for what they're saying and think thoughtfully about that so that you can provide something meaningful for the discussion. And so you want to make sure you look at how many of those you need to have watched and respond to between Tuesday night or Wednesday morning and Saturday. And then you'll also be pulling together your final papers that are due Saturday by 11:59. And so make sure that you look back to the general course modules and that you are using the document that I have on there as a guide. I gave you a sample paper like a couple days ago. I put on the general course questions discussion, a sample presentation from another class. Those are meant to give you an idea of what students have done in the past, but they're not meant to be a guide per se. So you want to make sure you're looking at the actual criteria that I uploaded in the general course information, and then also for the presentation, that's actually a rubric that's written in to that tab. When you click on the general or the presentation, you'll see that there. So you want to make sure you look at that. So you'll finish all these things this week over the next week, and then our class concludes Saturday night by midnight. So it's going to go very quickly. It'll be a lot to be sort of pulling together. If you have any questions in the process, please feel free to reach out and let me know. I'm happy. I've been answering questions through the general course questions in Canvas, so make sure you click on that and see what people have been asking and what I have said in response, because I think that'll be helpful and maybe you have the same question. So anyways, I'm really grateful for how hard you guys have worked, especially with a lot of personal things that have been happening in each of your lives. I know this has not been an easy semester for some of you, and I just want you to know that I appreciate the determination that you've had to finish and finish as well as you can. So I'm here if you need me this week, and I look forward. I'm really excited to see your presentations and read your papers this week. So don't hesitate to let me know if you have questions, and I will talk to you very soon.